Hold up. Before you make the move and decide to move to Destin, Florida, you're going to want to know all the pros and cons about living in the area, right? Well, if that's the case, we're going to be talking about exactly that in today's video. So stick around. Hey everyone, Garret O'Leary here with the O'Leary Brothers team here at Lead Realty. Thank you for clicking on this video. I surely do appreciate it. Today, like I said, we are going to be talking about the pros and cons of living in Destin, Florida. Now, for those of you that may be new to the channel and new to the area, you might be wondering, what is Destin and where is it? Well, Destin is located in the northwestern part of Florida on an area known as the Emerald Coast. The Emerald Coast is actually kind of known for its crystal clear water and its soft white sand beaches. But that's enough about the area. Let's actually talk about those pros and cons. So we'll start off this video with the cons. Now, the first con that I want to talk about is the cost of living in Destin. And you guessed it, a beautiful place such as Destin also requires a not so beautiful amount of money to live in. As a matter of fact, the cost of living in Destin is 16% higher than the US national average, and you'll want to take a deep breath for this next part. The cost of housing in Destin is 62%, yes, 62% higher than the US national average as well. So it will cost you a pretty penny to buy a house here in Destin. Now, con number 2 is the overcrowding problem. Now, Destin itself has a population of just under 15,000 people. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you factor in the nearly 4.5 million people that visit Destin on a yearly basis, overcrowding sounds like a real problem, especially during the summer months when the crowds are just at an astronomical level. Everybody is requiring and expecting to be picked up by Ubers, Lyfts, and everything like that. It just chokes up the roads in any places you're trying to get to. So for a lot of residents, it's probably their least favorite time just because they have to deal with so many people. In reality, being that there's so much people that are in Destin during the year, you'd honestly think that you're maybe living in a metropolitan area that has millions and millions of people like Los Angeles or New York. It does get that crazy. Now, coming in at number 3 on this con list is the limited college options. Now, this is obviously only pertaining to those that have high school age kids that are looking forward to going to college. I'll tell you right now, there's not a whole lot of college options that are local to Destin. With that being said, there is Northwest Florida State University, but in reality, that one doesn't rank that high nationally. It's actually towards the lower end. So if you really wanted to go to a higher end college and get a very good education, you would have to commute to Pensacola, which is going to take you about an hour and a half, depending on traffic, and that's where you can go to University of West Florida. But for those of you that maybe wanted to stay in Destin to go to college, you might be out of options. Now, 4th on this list of cons is the horrible public transport system. Now, I don't want to talk too much trash about it because I understand, it's a difficult job. It's, something that you do have to plan for, but the transport system here is kind of just terrible. In my years that I've lived here, I've met zero people, zero, that have ever relied on public transport to get around to different parts of Destin. Everybody relies on their own personal vehicle, which also adds into the roads being overcrowded and just constant traffic in the area. So if you are banking on getting around, going to friends' places, going to visit new areas, and using public transport, best of luck. So let's jump into the pros of living in Destin, Florida. Now, the weather and the location of Destin is by far the best pro on this list in just entirety. Destin, on average, gets 226 days of sunshine, so you'll never run out of time to just hang out on the beach. Plus, we get a ton of rain, which keeps the area lush and green almost year-round. And then to add on top of that, we also have some of the best beaches, I would say, in the nation, potentially even in the world, because there's not very many places where you get crystal clear water and the white sand beaches. So all those things considered, Destin has arguably some of the best weather and just location in general. Now, coming at number 2 on this list of pros is Destin's diverse economy. Destin has the benefit of not just relying on its tourist industry to keep it afloat. It has to thank the military for having such a huge presence here, as well as medicine, education, and local and federal governments being huge and very much major job providers in the area. All right, coming at number 3 is actually the quality of schools. Now, what I'm talking about in this instance is the elementary and middle schools in the area. Destin proudly boasts that it offers its residents' children some of the best elementary and middle schools in the area and almost in the entire northwest part of Florida. It has some awesome and amazing elementary and middle schools that everybody would be happy to go to. So that's obviously a huge attraction for many young families when they're considering moving to a whole new area, especially if they're considering moving to the Emerald Coast. Now, coming in at number 4 on this list, and it's gonna be the final pro of this list, is the vibrant nightlife Destin proudly offers. Now, Destin has a surplus of restaurants that you can go to. Honestly, you will never run out of places to go because there's always a new place popping up or just somewhere you haven't tried. Plus, it also has a bunch of bars and restaurants for adults to enjoy and a ton of family-friendly environments if you wanted to bring your kids along to do something on a family night. Plus, if you're into golf, there's actually 8 different golf courses in the Destin area and about 17 or 18 different golf courses that are within 20 miles of the town of Destin. So if you are an avid golfer, you'll absolutely love being in Destin. But that wraps up today's video, everybody. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it and now have a few ideas on whether you should move to Destin or not. But as always, if you have any questions or are thinking about starting your home search here in Destin, go ahead and reach out to us. You'll want to reach out to your favorite, and I mean favorite realtors. I'll leave our contact information right here for you to call us, text us, or email us at. But as always, my name is Garrett with the O'Leary Brothers team, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.